What's up, everybody? I'm just getting home. Just changing my clothes right quick. Give me 1 second. What's good, everybody?
Telling you. Okay, that Talking
What's
about
good? Sam,
what's going
Q,
on
Ray
with the
Sean,
dry cleaners.
Cruz, what's good? What's good?
What's going on with the dry cleaners, Larry?
Well, what happens is sometimes they'll give your item to someone else.
What's up, everybody? So good to be home. It's been a long day. Yeah, this breakdown is gonna be dope.
And then that person owns it and walks around it. And you have no recourse. And there's no oversight. It's just complete chaos in the dry cleaning industry, as I see it.
Larry, the thing about it is that sometimes you get an item that isn't yours, and sometimes you lose an item. So at the end of the day, it balances out.
Well, it's not balancing out for me, Senator. I never get an item. And you know what? If I got it, I would return it. I just
Larry, you threw the flags. Sam, carpenters.
somebody else's heads.
Well, in mine now.
You're part of the problem.
Dad, we know each other. Such a hero. Because his kids are just
What about the 400-foot pool they could swim in? Was that wasn't available to them at the time?
Well, you know, could I just say that aside? This anonymous. You really? I should say, Larry, did you know this anonymous is dead?
Yeah.
Just
Anonymous.
you didn't need to do this.
Well, you know, something that's true. He did. That's why I kept listen. That's why I kept my name on, because I think it's the exhibit, it's the issue. It's the stuff.
And you're so passionate about the issue. You know, too many people don't do things out of the goodness of it. They want the credit. You remember one of my books said, Senator, please don't forget me. Oh, I gotta run. Bye, Larry. Bye, Ted. See you later.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
What is this bullshit? Anonymous. Give me a break, Anonymous. If you're anonymous, how come people know about it?
It told maybe one or two people, friends, that I didn't think I wanted to have a secret.
Oh, really? I have a feeling everybody in this room knows.
Can I have your attention, everybody? We're going to start the ceremony, and Senator Barbara Boxer would like to say a few words.
Thank you,
Yo.
sir.
What's good? What's good?
This is the night to
Not much. Just chilling. How about yourself?
Chilling.
Yeah.
What's good?
Not much. I was thinking about watching that Dave Chappelle special tonight.
Yep.
You saw it?
Nah, I didn't watch it. I know it was out. I know BJ brought that up. You know what I mean? I didn't watch it yet though. There's a couple of them I ain't watched from him. Like it's just on my list right now. What's up with Shaq telling Kyrie? I think Shaq need to mind his business though. Like you already retired. Why are you even worried about what Kyrie Irving is doing? You know, if he has his reasons for not taking the vaccine, then that's his reasons. You don't. Nobody needs to understand it.
Oh Lord, another vaccine.
You know.
We didn't make this much of a dip. We didn't make this much faster with the HIV vaccine and shit.
Right. Right. Why they not mandating that shit?
Vaccine.
Crazy, yo.
Oh damn, Q.
What was he talking about Tupac again?
Nah, he's saying he had a bad
Probably
day.
that's probably why he threatened you, because that's all you can talk about is Pac.
Chill. I'm sorry that happened to you, bro.
Sam said he didn't like it. You didn't like the Dave Chappelle special? I haven't seen it yet. He said Trump is going to kill you? Wow. And tell him you got Tupac on your side. Man.
But these Trump supporters, I'm not no lie. These Trump supporters be some crazy motherfucker. I'm just like, the nigga ain't president no more and shit. Relax.
Right.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
What else is going on?
Did you see the BT Awards, Reg? I know that you was waiting for that.
The Hip Hop Awards?
Yeah.
I saw like 8 seconds of it. I was like, man, this shit's whack.
I told you.
I mean, I knew it was gonna be whack.
Right.
I just want to see Tyler the Creator. I thought Tyler the Creator was gonna perform. He did. I was like, what the fuck?
Right. He didn't perform?
Nah.
Wow. And he got 3 awards?
But Nelly had like a medley of all his greatest hits and shit.
Nelly, oh God. That's your
He,
boy.
he won the I Am Hip Hop Award.
Nelly still winning awards? Why?
Remind you, remember all them years Karis once said Nelly ain't hip hop?
Right.
Well, I guess he's hip hop now, I guess.
Is it cold in New York? Not yet. We still got 70s, still in the upper 70s. It's not cold yet. Not probably not until like the end of October, November.
I was like, good gracious, ass so gracious.
That's your boy. That's your boy Nelly. I thought you'd be happy for him.
That's your favorite rapper too.
No, nope. My favorite rapper is the other rapper that start with the N. Not Nelly. Not Nelly.
Nah.
My favorite rapper with the N.
Nas.
Yes, not Nelly.
What if Nelly just dropped a boom bap album and shit?
I still wouldn't like it.
Like he would have like Primo and
Nope. I still don't like it. Hey, I still wouldn't. Nope. It's gonna take more than just Primo producing your album for me to like you.
Yeah, funny.
They try to compare Nelly to LL. Wow.
Okay, now let's not go there. To be honest, I feel like Nelly is his own creation. Like he's in his own lane on some real shit.
Oh wow. Are you hard tonight, Rich?
Nah, because you can't really compare Nelly to like a lot
You
of.
can't compare Nelly to nobody, really?
I mean, I'm not gonna compare him to Chingy because. I mean.
Oh Lord. Yo.
I ain't gonna compare him to Lil Wayne and shit.
Please don't.
Yeah, I can't wait till we talk about Sting Cone.
Yeah. I thought the Coltrane interview was tonight. It's next week.
Yeah, I didn't plan. I just said the Coltrane. That's probably gonna be this month. I don't know when it's gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah. What you think about Black Flag though?
I like some songs. I don't like everything cool though.
Okay. Cool.
I like some songs. I mean, mainly on the second album.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, I'm ready whenever you are. And shit.
Let's go.
What's up, you too? How's everyone doing this lovely Thursday? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
I know what I gotta do. I gotta, plug my material and shit. So make sure y'all support that Masquerade clothing and shit like that. Today is the last day before the official store drops tomorrow with the brand ahead of its time, still in prime. And we're finally gonna do the breakdown of one of the most authentic heavy metal groups off the 80s. Black Flag. Yes. If you guys know about who Henry Rollins is, man, you guys know, man. Like this was his first the shit that he started out with. Like before, I'm a liar. I am. That's my shit though. Yeah, man. This was when he was hardcore punk, the spoken word hardcore punk motherfucker and shit. Um, there's been like a lot of members in this group and stuff like that, which I'm gonna go by each album with each member and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that because it's gonna take me a while to say all the groups and members and stuff. But
Right.
anyway, shout out to Sam. Finally got to breaking down this shit. You know what I'm saying? Black Flag. On some real shit, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've always thought Black Flag was one of the most authentic rock and metal groups of all time. On some real shit, like a lot of people want to say, yeah, they were hardcore punk, but these were like some of the first cats that were like combining spoken word and jazz. Like again, like you can tell the influence that Henry Rollins had
Right.
with like he has a wider range of musical influence, ranging from the Doors to James Brown and
Mm-hmm.
shit like that too. And so I like the fact that what I liked about them was the fact that their music was so complex and raw
Right.
that at the same time you have to listen to it a couple of times to really fully get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like this group was just so ahead of its time, in my opinion. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real. There was no Black Flag. I feel like they were having no Megadeth, no Faith No More, maybe and shit like that. I feel like they are by far they deserve more praise in my opinion. And I feel like Henry Rollins is definitely one of the most iconic frontmen in rock in my opinion. But how did you get into Black Flag, or was this the first time?
This is the first time. Like
Well,
I know Henry more as the actor because he's done a lot of movies that I've seen. You know, The Crow.
yes,
We're gonna definitely talk about The Crow. I know Sam asked for that like earlier this year. He was in that. He was in Wrong Turn Part 2. Heat, classic movie. There was a Netflix film that I saw like years ago. Like when I first got Netflix, and it was called He Never Died, and he played a vampire. He had like personal issues going on with the character. So I've seen him like in movies and shows and stuff, but I never like listened to his groups until like today. You know what I'm saying? But I'm aware of who he is and what he's done for punk rock. You know.
definitely. Yes, sir. Now, a disclaimer. I just want to let you guys know something. I'm only going to talk about Black Flag on this episode. I'm not going to talk about the Rollins band because I know some people like to combine those two together.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna save the Rollins bands for another day, sometime maybe before the year's over. I don't know
Right.
yet. I'm also gonna only talk about the studio album. So I know they have like a lot of EP, which again, it's gonna take a long all night just talking about everything.
Right.
So yeah, so let's get started. We're gonna go with the first album, Damaged. This lineup consists of Henry Rollins on lead vocals, Greg Ginn on lead guitar, very dope guitarist by the way. Des Candena on rhythm guitar, Chuck Dwoski on bass, and Robo on drums. Yo, this is a very iconic album when it comes to punk rock, in my opinion. Like this really like set the bar high because at that time, London Calling was really like the premier breakthrough punk album in my opinion,
Right.
and a lot of people were trying to like do that kind of thing, like
Hmm.
mix the reggae with the pop punk
Right.
rock, or motherfuckers pretending that they're punk rock, cough cough the police and shit. But
Hey, don't talk about the police.
hey, 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 hey,
This is a good band. Don't talk about them.
man, fuck the police, man.
How come every time you mention the artist, I'm playing them? It's weird. You mentioned
It's
somebody
weird.
last week and I had the CD out.
I'm like Ronnie. I'm looking in your fucking rooms and shit.
I think
Like,
so. Reggie
yeah,
got the government in here and shit.
Mhm. But this album to me was like a back to the basis punk rock masterpiece or hardcore punk, what one might say. And I feel like this was like their most hardcore album in their discography, in my opinion. Um, they were going through like some distribution issues, like with the label, I think with Unicorn and stuff like that. And it was originally supposed to have only had 25,000 copies. And the MCA record president Al Bergamo, he said that the album was anti-parent, whatever that fucking shit means. I guess he was saying like it was just too hardcore,
For young kids.
and they originally was just trying to like ban the record and stuff. So that's when SST ended up distributing the album on its own. But then Unicorn, they actually sued Black Flag and SST for a breach of contract. So it's crazy as hell, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the whole fucking album, it's like this is what I like about punk rock, like short songs, right to the point. In my opinion,
Right.
I feel like they've done it the best compared to like other groups like the Ramones, which I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've never really been a Ramones fan like that. I like a few of their songs, but
Right.
when people think punk rock, they always think the Ramones, and I was like,
I seen a female yesterday on the gram rocking a Ramon shirt, and she couldn't name one Ramon song. I'm like,
fuck her,
why you rocking it?
and
It's
that
like,
and
oh,
that's
I
why
just like how it look.
that's what I hate about fucking posters and shit. But
Crazy.
that's what that one happened one time when this girl,
Hmm.
she had the Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers shirt, right?
Right.
Dope album, by the way.
Hmm.
And so I was like, oh shit, a black girl liking the Rolling Stones. Okay, so let me talk to her. So I was like, okay, so what's your favorite song on the album? I was
Hmm.
curious. So she's like, oh, I just like it because of the shirt. So you
Right.
just like it because there's a
The
dick in it.
logo. Right.
All right. But anyway, let's talk about the songs. Fucking TV Party, very dope track in my opinion. I love Rise Above, Six Pack, Padded Cell. I mean, this is the kind of album you would listen to if you go to like one of them white people parties and shit like that. Like what was that? What was that movie? What's that? It was an '80s movie. Animal House. Yeah, if you
Animal House classic.
classic movie. Yes, rest in peace. John Belushi, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like if you watch Animal House and you go to one of these parties, mix that with the movie Kids, like the scenery in the movie
Yes.
Kids.
Yes. Definitely.
This is the perfect album for you. And also this is, I'm just gonna say this right now. Like their discography is for the most part consistent for the most part. So you this album to me is a five mic classic. Very dark, very grimy. Kind of expensive these days. So if y'all can find it, must have in your collection.
I think what you just said is might be the perfect way to listen to some of these groups. Like when you're watching Animal House or Kids,
Mm-hmm.
like just listening to it like in your headphones, it don't do the same justice.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? It's just I really didn't feel this one compared to the second album.
Ooh.
It just I don't know. It's just maybe I gotta listen to this album when I'm watching Kids or Animal House or The Breakfast Club or something. But
Mm.
this one wasn't for me.
Okay. And that's not a bad
Right.
because so what would you rate this album though?
I can't rate it because I mean I'm just listening to this group today. I can't rate it like I
Okay.
can't rate it.
I feel what you're saying. Respect, respect. All right. So 3 years later, they came up with what some people might consider oh wow how their influential album. Whew, My War. First of all, the album cover is
Is that supposed to be Adolf Hitler on the album cover?
um you know what? I never thought of it, but it might be.
Okay.
I'm actually on Wikipedia right now trying to see, but yeah, man. But let me tell you something. This album right here, phenomenal ass album. I feel like this album was the introduction to like a lot of themes, like in rock music, like grunge
Right.
and shit like that. Yeah, you could say industrial metal. Like this whole fucking album was just Black Flag. I felt like they found their sound with Damn It, but then they mastered it with My War. Like this was like Black Sabbath meets the Steve Miller Band, if you ask me.
Okay.
And so, as you guys should know, they couldn't really make new music because, like I said, they were going through some label issues. Long story short, and by this time, they were getting influenced by like a lot of music ranging from Black Sabbath to Flipper and whatnot. And Henry Rollins pretty much just wanted to take more like a more different approach when it came to this music. And so he pretty much had like the first half, like how can I like the first half of the album is pretty much reminiscent of Damaged. But then once you get into the second half, that's when they have like a more Black Sabbath esque kind of sound, in my opinion. And the second half is what really drew me and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Very very dope album in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You still have the same lineup here. Still have the same lineup. There's songs like "I Love You," which I feel like with that song they were making fun of like pop. You know how the hair metal
Right.
motherfuckers and shit.
Right.
Oh jeez. um, Nothing left inside. Fucking beat my head against the wall. Can't decide. Oh my god, Gary Ginn went in on that track right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of crazy too because when I mentioned grunge music, the Kurt Cobain, he actually appeared on one of the My War tours, and he actually lists this album as the top 50 albums, like in his journals and shit too. So
Right.
this is a 5 night classic as well too. I love it.
This album I like because it screams, teenage rebellion, and I was I was definitely a rebel when I was a teenager.
Ah
Just
shit.
being the only child and coming from a single parent household, and I didn't follow rules, and this type of music really was like my theme when I was a teenager. When you listen to tracks like Scream and Three Nights and Nothing Left Inside, like those are like some of the best tracks on the album to me, and the production was great. Like you said, like I Love You and Forever Time. Like I like this album. This album is more of my speed.
Right.
And like yeah, like this album to me is great. Like I definitely would give this like a 5 mic album. It was dope.
Definitely dope. Alright, so around this time they replaced Duonsky with Kira Rosler. Like, and this was kind of different. She was a female bassist. Reminiscent of Talking Heads, of course.
Right.
And so the third album, oh jeez, oh my god. Again, in my opinion, this album is kind of slept on. In my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
this was really the beginning of Henry, incorporating the spoken word and then the jazz influences on this track, on this album. And I don't know how much times I can say 5 night classic, but this album, you know me, I love a good spoken word. I love poetry
Right.
and shit like that. So the first half is pretty much, just him act is like him and with like this a cappella spoken word, this kind of poetry, you can tell the quality is not really that good. I love that unmixed, unfiltered quality. And then once you get to side B, that's when you get to like the jazz and this instrumentations. Like if you guys heard Stooges Raw Power album, which we need to talk about that. I don't know if you're into Iggy Pop or the Stooges, but
I've heard of Iggy Pop. I never listened to Iggy's music.
oh shit, okay. I'm gonna be real. It's like Imagine Miles Davis Bitches Brew
Mhm.
mixed with the Mothers of Invention Freak Out. That's the best way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah,
What year that came out?
1970.
70. Okay.
That's a top five rock album in my opinion. But we'll talk about that when we talk because I felt like that was the main goal. I think that was what they were trying to go with this album.
Right.
And then with this album too, like I mentioned, this was the only track on the album where Henry Rollins with the song Armageddon Man, where he played all the instruments himself and shit too, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, man. I love like the poem like Salt on the Slug, let your fingers do the walk, like let your fingers do the walk and let the fingers do the walk. I love how you
Right.
say that shit. But then once you get to like the second half, well, the last couple of tracks, he had Long Lost Dog of it.
Mm.
Love that beat to it and shit. Account for What was dope. Like this again, this is a five mic classic. Very, very dope album.
How did their fan base um react to this album? I mean, because I'm assuming this is like a departure from their sound, right? Like doing the whole poetry thing.
Well, I, from what I looked up, they were known like they were always known for experimentation
Mm.
when it came to their music. So I guess like the fans pretty much, they were cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They were pretty much cool with it, and they were touring a lot of times too.
Mm.
Too. So I guess they were okay with it. You know what I'm
He
saying?
said he said they hated it.
Who?
Sam said they hated it.
Oh wow, really? Well, I'm not
I'm
like not
I mean, cause
surprised.
from like hearing the album, it's a spoken word album, but it's from a punk rock band. I've never heard a punk rock band do an album like that before. So that's why I was asking, like how did they fans gravitate to this album when it came out? Because like we mentioned, Kiss in the past, the hardcore fans don't like the disco stuff. You
Which
know what I'm
I do.
saying?
Mhm.
So I could imagine like the Black Flag fans like not liking the spoken word album from them.
But it's kind of crazy too because even though they don't like it, a lot of motherfuckers in punk rock had like a spoken wordish kind of feel
Mm.
to it too. And mind you, deal with a lot of them motherfuckers who were doing punk rock were influenced by Velvet Underground, The Doors,
Right.
and even with Velvet Underground too, with the White Light, White Heat album,
Mm.
they had a song called The Gift where it was like a long ass poem about some motherfucker who was jealous of his girl and then he ended up like cut his dick off or some shit. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like, yeah. And yeah, that's a crazy album. I mean, crazy album, man. Like, yeah, man. Like, definitely. But it is what it is. Cause
I like the spoken word. I think the spoken word was cool. I mean, I don't really know what to make of it because it just seemed like so different from the other albums. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It seemed like they were just like this is like like a side project for them or whatever.
the fingers through the walking.
But I think the spoken word was good from Henry Rollins, and it was just a different type of album from the first two, and even the other albums after that.
Right. Like this was more Henry Rollins than anything.
So him doing spoken word, could you see like him doing an album with the Roots back in the music?
Mm. If it was like maybe organics,
Mm-hmm.
or do you want more roots?
Right.
Hell, I would say Philadelphia Half Life, maybe. Then
Okay.
yeah. Now, oh shit, slip it in. Woo! This is, in my opinion, the continuation of my war. This album and possibly another one, which I'm gonna keep that under wraps for right now. It's probably my favorite album from them. Um, man, where do I even begin with this shit right here? First of all, the album cover with the fucking nun, rubbing up.
Holding the dude leg and
Ah, shit, like only this group and shit. You know what I'm saying? This album to me was a very, very, very dope album. Um, it's kind of crazy too because Gary Ginn, he actually played guitar and bass on this album too. On most parts because Kira wasn't really on this album a lot from where I looked up. And with this album, it's like, and this is something that they would do a lot where they would combine their previous releases and like combine them together and make this whole album. Like it took like the heaviness of Damage, and then the jazzy experimentation of My War, and to an extent the Family Man, and it got this fucking album. And yeah, this album is to me, whew, I will put this up there with Ride the Lightning. When it comes to best metal albums of '84. From Tribe's favorite metal groups and stuff.
That's your favorite Metallica album, right?
Well, close. Master
Close.
Puppets, but that one's not. That's my second favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like just the complex rhythms that they were using on this album. When it came to songs like Black Coffee, whew, um, My Ghetto. Fucking Slip It In too. I mean, this whole fucking album is, in my opinion, like a heavy metal masterpiece. Hardcore masterpiece. You know, they were just getting more and more complex. A lot of the instrumentations was just different at that time. Like I need to get this album in my collection. Huh, I might be biased again, but this is a five mic album to me again. So yeah,
I like some tracks. Slip It In was dope. I like that. My Ghetto was a dope song. Wound Up. I love the album cover. I love all the album covers. Like these album covers. Like you got certain album covers that make you want to like listen to the album to hear how it sound.
yeah,
I love the album covers, like the illustration on it, and they don't do album covers like that anymore. But I like some of the songs on here. It's not really one of my. Well, I don't have a favorite, but it's not like something I would go like my war to me was like I would go back to that one. This one there's some songs on here that I liked.
understandable, understandable. Now we're gonna get into Loose Nut. Now, one thing I noticed about this album when I re-listened to it was that compared to their previous albums, this was their most polished up to this point. They were using like a lot of reverb on this album because heavy metal at the time was using like a lot of reverb, with certain songs. So motherfucker like Bon Jovi, Def Leppard was sound like ha ha like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, this album, it's still a good album. I will still call it an underrated classic in my opinion, but compared to Slip, fucking what's that? I'm slipping in. Yeah, it's a little, yeah, but it's not like a disappointment whatsoever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I love the song "Bastard in Love." You know what I'm saying? I love that beat, and again, Gary again on the guitar.
Yeah.
With Kira Rosler just did a thing on that one. Now She's Black was pretty cool too. Loose Nut was hot. I like that one. Yeah, for the most part, I would give this a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, like I liked some say Loose Nut was dope. Annihilate This Week, Bastard in Love. Those are some joints I liked on that album. It was cool. It was a pretty good album.
Definitely. All right, now then the last, what was supposed to have been their last album of the '80s was In My Head. Around this time they were going through a lot of friction around this time. They pretty much, yeah, they weren't really seeing eye to eye in this album and shit too. And Gary Ginn, after they played their final show, he pretty much called Henry Rollins and said that he was quitting the band and whatnot. And Henry Rollins was just kind of, he was weirded out about it because originally, Black Flag was Gary Ginn's band and stuff like that too. And of course, they didn't like the fact that they weren't really making a lot of money. They didn't like the fact that they were touring extensively because I like they were like in the underground label, so they won't make like a lot of figures and shit too. So, but what do I think about this album? I could. It's pretty much I can call it everything that they've done up to this point, But I can also call it an extension of fucking Loose Nut too.
Right.
Um, this actually might be my second favorite album from them, believe it or not. And again, this is what I like to say: when a motherfucker does a final album, like end off with a fucking bang, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking and driving, that's my fucking shit. I'm not recommending drinking and driving. Fucking Crazy Girl, Black Love. He has a lot of songs about like black females, black love on his album. I'm like, okay, let me find out. Everyone got a black chick on the side and shit. Let me find out. um, yeah, this is gonna be a 5 out of 5 for me. A
Yeah,
phenomenal album, in my opinion.
I liked Paralyzed and Black Love, Crazy Girl. Those are some good tracks on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I now years later they came out with the what the album. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was kind of bored with this one, to be real. I me personally, I'll consider in my head the real final album
Right.
and shit like that. What's To Hell and Back was all right. I mean, Slow Your Ass. It was. I could have done without this one. Even the album cover is just like compared to the previous ones, it's not that good. I'm gonna be real. So probably two and a half mics.
This album was like listening to one of those bands from the 2000s, like My Chemical Romance, or
Oh Jesus
it,
Christ.
it was like listening to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, were they trying to keep up with the times at that point?
Well, I mean, it was their first album since about 27 years, so I would say yeah,
Wow, that's a long time.
yeah. But Ronnie, what's up? Um, but you know what? This has been a very dope breakdown, in my opinion. Is this a group that you will probably do a review on one day with me,
Yeah,
or?
one day I would.
Okay.
Cause I like My War. I thought My War was one of their best.
Yes,
You know.
definitely. Um, to me, when it comes to this band, I kind of prefer like the latter material. I'm not gonna be real. Like
Right.
everything from Slip It In onward, that's my shit. But
Right.
Damage is a seminal classic. To me, when it comes to Black Flag and like groups like Metallica and like Joy Division and shit like that, I love that raw, grittier sound they had in the '80s and shit because it feels like with '80s rock. At one point, it did not know what it wanted to be at one point, and we were just like they were just stuck with hair metal for the
Right.
mainstream and shit.
And then '90s came the grunge.
Yeah. Well, Guns N' Roses, first of all, because they were the ones who kind of kick. I mean, people might want to say they were hair metal.
Mm-hmm.
I won't mind that, but they're not pussy hair metals and shit. They
Right.
actually kick ass
They
and
were
shit.
kicking fans' asses. You
Yeah.
know.
The Spaghetti Incident review is coming, y'all. I know you're not a fan of them, so I might not
I'm
do.
I'm gonna listen. I gotta listen to them because I might like it. Like
Oh,
the same way we did Bad Brains. So
okay.
I can't dismiss it yet. I have to listen to it first. I think people don't do that. They just dismiss it because of the name. But I like to actually hear what I'm listening to, so that I might like it. I can be like, oh, I like Guns N' Roses now.
Yeah. Well, I thought you heard them because I
I
thought
heard
you.
I heard Appetite for Destruction.
Or what you think of that
But
one?
I was like in high school when I heard that though. I was like, I didn't hear. I remember when they had the controversy with the Chinese Democracy album
Oh,
when they got bootlegged. I remember when that was like a big thing in
I
the
don't even.
spaghetti incident when that came out.
Yeah, I never really heard the Spaghetti Incident in full. That's why I'm kind of interested in hearing it because
Mm,
a lot of people say it was not a good album.
right.
Good shit too. Vinyl said, "Have you listened to pre-Henry era Black Flag?" A while back ago, not in depth though. But if you have some recommendations, I would hear it. Shit. Um, so I'm gonna let y'all know one more thing. I want to push the Rascast review to October 21st, just in case. because like I said, I'm almost done with my notes and everything like that. So I just want to make sure everything goes right. So I was thinking about doing the Shaquille O'Neal breakdown next week.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. I really cannot wait for that one. Motherfucker, he didn't hit me back up yet, so that
No.
means no.
Did he see it at least?
Nah,
His DMs are flooded. I already know.
I guess no Justin Timberlake review yet. So
Average.
shit. Yeah, but yeah, there was straight balls to the wall, hard rock, not pussy hair metal. Yeah, and when it comes to hair metal, I fuck with Def Leppard.
Mm,
Bon Jovi's okay.
right.
Motley Crue, definitely.
Molly Cool.
They're probably my second favorite next to GNR and shit.
Right.
Um, would you consider Ozzy Osbourne's
Hair
mid
metal?
'80s shit hair metal? Cause I want people want to
No.
say it's hair metal, but
No, I don't consider him like Poison or Def Leppard.
hell no.
He was different.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk about Blizzard of Oz one day. Ooh.
That's another group I have never heard an album from.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I need to get a few more albums
Mm,
because I only have I think like two of their albums. I want to get at least three more albums before I start talking about it.
right.
But a lot of people will love Paranoid. I'm more of like a Volume 4 Sabbath Bloody Sabbath motherfucker.
Mm,
I felt like that's when Ozzy was at his best vocally, in my opinion,
right.
and I mean that in his whole career. The niggas be sleeping on Ozzy. I feel like he's a dope vocalist. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he ain't no Robert Plant though, but yeah.
Right.
Philly Soul or P Funk. P Funk for me.
Yeah. P Funk.
Yo, Vinyl, what's your favorite Bootsy Collins album? I swear to God, this weed be trying to kill it off.
You sound like you're dying over there.
Nah. Yeah, man. I only prefer the Ozzy Sabbath and the Dio Sabbath. Everything after Dio, I'm not really a fan of. I'm just gonna be real. If a band loses like their most popular member or their singer,
Mm,
and they know that they ain't gonna cut it, just call it off. It's just-
right.
He said, the name is Lucy Baby. Dope. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Have you listened to the band 7 Seconds?
You
I
didn't
don't
tell me
know.
about that. Yeah, I'm about to. I didn't forget
I don't
about
know.
that band.
7 seconds. No, I don't know. You should come up on. You should come up on here with us, Vinyl, when we do when we discuss Black Sabbath. Cause you're more of a Black Sabbath fan than I am. I don't know none of their stuff except for Iron Man. That's about it. We should have Vinyl come up and be the guest with us when we discuss Black Sabbath
Okay.
if he wants to.
Nirvana. Nirvana. What you think about the Master of Reality album?
I know Ozzy Osbourne from the Osbournes.
You know what? I'm gonna be real. I never really seen an episode of the
You
Osborne.
never watched the Osbournes? That was shit was hilarious, yo.
I
He
saw
used to do
clips.
crazy shit. He used to do crazy shit to his neighbors, man. You know, there was one episode where he had beef with his neighbors, and he took like a whole ham and like threw it at their window and broke the window.
Jesus Christ.
It was like some crazy shit, man.
You said masterpiece. Oh, I feel you.
I'm listen to them because at this point you never know. I didn't think I would like Bad Brains, and I like them, so you never know.
I didn't think he would dislike Metallica though.
Well, I mean, heavy metal has never been my lane. It was always alternative rock for me.
I feel you.
You know,
I like alternative, all of the B-52s, Talking Heads.
right?
I like those, but I'm not like a Police fan and shit.
You don't like the Police? The Police? Are you serious?
Nah. I
The
like
Police? Every breath you take, you don't like the Police?
I fucking hate that song.
Message in a Bottle? What? Oh, what are you talking about?
Message in the Bottle. I'm more for Roxanne. The first album,
Mhm.
I will bump that one on occasion.
Right.
Second album, everything else,
Man.
even the overrated 1983 whatever that.
Synchronicity. What wasn't you? You said you wanted to discuss that album?
Yeah, Synchronicity. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I'm not gonna be
That-
too nice about it.
Man, you crazy. Police was
I'm not gonna
great,
be too
man.
nice about it. Shit. And mind you, I don't like motherfucker naming themselves the Police anyway. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I'm pretty sure they got backlash for that back in the day, you know.
Shit. I'm over here trying to get fucked up. Also, coming up next, the Police. I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm out of here. Fuck that. I mean, but I'm gonna be real. Sting, his first solo album, I fucked with.
Yes, I love that.
I
Classic,
fucked with that album.
classic album.
Yes.
Definitely.
That is something I would give praise to.
And some songs on that sounded like the Police stuff. You know,
It did, but it sounded better.
it sounded better to you.
It sounded better, I mean.
Man, the Police need to do a versus. I would pay to see that.
I feel like
Who
rock
would you put?
music, they need to have their own. They leave the verses to our culture. That's all I gotta say.
Who could battle the Police?
That's interesting. I would put the Police against Talking Heads. I'm gonna be real.
Talking Heads.
Talking Heads will wipe them though.
Interesting.
Let me be real. Talking Heads, that's like my shit.
Right.
Like, let me tell you, the Speaking in Tongues album would shit all over anything Police has ever done.
Wow.
And that was them doing the Minneapolis sound and shit.
Crazy.
Like, the way they even marketed that album was genius. They had Burning Down the House, This Must Be the Place. That shit always sound like nothing on that fucking album. They were straight up funking on that fucking album, man. Fucking. Hold on, I gotta pull out the album, man, because y'all.
I am a great Police fan. You see the Police? We will never talk about the Police thanks to Reg because he doesn't like the Police.
We can talk about the album next.
You gonna talk about the Police
next week?
Huh?
We can talk about Psychonautically next week if you want.
I don't know. I got other shit planned for this month, maybe November. But I'm a Police fan. I grew up with the Police music. I love the Police stuff. You know, I think they got a lot of hits. They overrated to you?
Yeah.
Wow. UB40. UB40. I'll fuck with UB40, man. Definitely.
Oh yeah, UB40 is dope.
Labor of Love. That's one of my favorites from that group.
Hey, try.
Yeah.
Do you fuck with
Promises and Lies was a dope album too. That's an underrated UB40 album.
You fuck with Heart?
I know like a couple of these songs though.
Okay.
I know some of these songs.
Respect.
That's the two females in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me show y'all something.
T in the Sahara. That's my joint. Who's that?
Talking Heads.
Talking Heads. I didn't hear that one. That album.
Oh yeah, this is the one with the burning down the house and all that shit.
Right.
Like it's like they were listening to Prince and they were doing the shit that he was doing and they did it on this fucking album and shit.
Hector said U2. U2 against the Police?
Mmm.
Who's winning that? You two?
You hell yeah,
They
you
they
two.
have a they have a fan, they have a huge fan base.
Hell yeah, you two. How the
I
fuck
like I
you?
like Aerosmith. I like some of their
Listen, I
songs.
hate.
You
I
don't like
mean,
Aerosmith?
here's my thing with Aerosmith. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. They started out as a Led Zeppelin cover band. I'm gonna be
Mm.
real. They found this shit. They got on drugs, and then they went hella commercial. And I feel like I'm gonna be. They kind of sold out, in my opinion.
Mm.
I only like Toys in the Attic, Rocks. Those are like the definitive classics to me.
Mm.
Pump, I like that one. Their debut album, it sounds way too Led Zeppelin for me, but
Right.
everything else is kind of hit or miss. I feel like Steven Tyler was at his best only in the '70s. Everything after he was just, I was like, oh god.
I haven't heard a U2 album since Zooropa. I want to
Hold
say.
on, now wait a minute, Vinyl. When you say later albums, what do you mean? Because some of them later albums still had heat though. When you said Zooropa,
That was like the last full one. I heard the album that they did a song with Kendrick. I heard some songs on that. I didn't hear the whole album though.
yeah, Zooropa. I love Zooropa.
Zooropa was dope. That was a good album.
Excuse me. Aerosmith are the foundation of metal. I mean, yeah, a lot of people have said that.
Yeah, Supercat is gonna be performing. I'm surprised they couldn't get like a versus with Supercat. Is this him by himself?
Shit. Because they're still too busy, praising Jadakiss.
Oh Lord! And Jadakiss has a song with Supercat. Maybe he'll come out and
Mm.
perform it.
I can't wait for the Karis one and the Kane one.
Yes. You think they'll bring out anybody?
Hmm?
You think they'll bring out anybody? Any guess?
Mm. I know they're gonna do the symphony. I know they're gonna bring out everybody for the
They gotta do
symphony.
that. BDP. D Nice is part of BDP. He's still alive.
Yeah,
He
but
can do
Karis
that.
won't don't really fuck with like a lot of niggas from BDP like that.
Oh,
From what I read. I
just him by
mean,
himself.
he might bring out Kenny Parker. I don't know, but
Right.
well, of course, Kenny Parker. That's his brother.
What about Kane? Kane bring out anybody? Shaheem? Sauce Money?
I doubt it.
No. Busta Rhymes?
Mm.
Kane didn't do too many features on his albums. Like he had features, but it wasn't a lot.
And he mostly kept it in house with his feature,
Yeah.
which I can respect.
Right. Curtis Mayfield or Al Green, better vocalist. Al Green for me.
Yeah, Al.
Anything YouTube did after '04, I didn't like.
Okay, I can see what you're saying. What did you think of the pop album?
The pop album?
Yeah, I was asking Vinyl. It's the YouTube pop album I recently got. Hmm. Huh, wow. I'm so hungry right now. So, they really trying to say Jada Pinkett having an affair with Dwayne Martin though. Like,
Is she? I mean, I'm not surprised at this point.
I won't be surprised, man. The Smiths. I'm looking at myself. Y'all still want to be like the Smiths? Like, really? Y'all still want to have a Will and Jada life?
Right.
Like,
Mr. and
have an
Mrs.
open
Smith.
marriage? And I'm
Right.
just being real.
But I think doesn't Tisha Campbell say something like that? Like people don't know the whole story.
That's what they all say. Which is true. Which is true. But this has been something that everyone has been saying for years.
Who would you see Slick Rick against? I could see him against Dougie Fresh.
No.
No? Who
Nah.
would you put Slick Rick against? If not Dougie Fresh.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know how I can put Slicker against somebody.
Special Ed? No. MC Light?
Possibly.
Roxanne Shante?
No, not Rock.
No, not Roxanne. Cool G rap against Slick Rick?
Possibly. But at the same time, it's just like they won't recognize. I know they were not gonna recognize Cool G rap like that.
They're not gonna recognize Slick Rick like that. I think he's more underrated than Cool G rap.
I agree. You're not really a fan of Zoolander, though.
Everybody ain't gonna get a versus.
Right.
He might not. Even Slick Rick might not get one. And Cool G rap. Dougie Fresh is the greatest entertainer to me. I think that would be a great battle, him and Slick Rick.
Cause we're the Get Fresh crew. Dun, 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 do, do, do.
Slick Rick has a better discography, but I think Dougie, just with his performance, could win the crowd over. Cool G rap. Who you putting against Cool G rap?
What about Dana Dane?
Nope, he ain't gonna get one.
Yeah, I mean,
He don't. I don't think he got 20. I can only name like maybe 3 songs from him.
I'm gonna be real. He's really only known a lot of people for only 2 songs, Cinderella and Rolling with Dana. It's most of that first album.
And Nightmare, the Nightmare song.
Ooh, niggas
Like
forget.
yes.
But niggas sleep on Dana Dane though.
Yeah.
That's the. Ooh.
And they slept on Kwame also.
Mm.
They still sleeping on Kwame? They still sleeping, right?
I mean, I've never really been a big Kwame fan.
I haven't been a big Kwame fan like that. I think he's become a good producer.
Producing, yes,
Yeah.
I will give you that.
What about the Kennedys? Dead Kennedys? Who the hell is that?
I think that's a rock group. I saw that Soul Train performance with we were doing Cinderella, and Don Cornelius was like, he didn't know what to expect. He's like, okay, Dana Dane.
Right? You know what to do.
But niggas don't know Slick Rick and Dana. They were in the same crew, the Kangaroo crew and shit.
Beastie Boys. Who goes against the Beastie Boys? Run DMC?
Yes.
That would be a good battle. I want to see that.
I'm not gonna lie, Beastie Boys was shit all over on DMC.
They got a better discography.
Yeah, but at the same time, Run DMC. I mean, they got the more iconic songs.
They got the
though,
hits
but
here.
I'm not shitting on Run DMC. It's just that if they do like some shit like after 1990, it's not going to sit well.
Down with the King. That's their biggest hit after 90.
Yeah, but at the same time, Beastie Boys got So What You Want.
I know.
Sabotage.
I'm saying they have a bigger discography, but Run DMC got some of the biggest hits.
It's all about placement.
Yeah.
Also.
And Beasties did a lot of features compared to Run DMC.
How about Schoolie D?
Schoolie D? Nah, he ain't gonna get one. He underrated though. He's underrated.
Yeah, we got to give him his flowers though. Cinderella.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. I love mostly the 90s stuff over the 80s shit.
Who, Beasties?
Yeah. License Sale was great. I'm not a big fan of Paul's Boutique. I think that album is overrated. And a lot of people consider that like one of their main classics. Check Your Head was great. I love Ill Communication. I love Hello Nasty. Even the Root Down EP was dope. A lot of their 90s stuff. The To the Five Boroughs underrated album. I'm totally Beasties when it comes to the 90s stuff.
I'm Beastie for Beastie Boys.
Huh?
I'm Beastie for Beastie Boys.
I think they could definitely win a versus against anybody.
Definitely against third base.
You know, and if they play their own, remember they play their own instruments too. You know, if they break out into like a instrumental like Ricky's theme, it's a wrap.
Ooh, I love Ricky's thing.
I love that joint.
Lighten up, though.
Lighten Up was fire, yeah. You think License Taylor is overrated?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
You can't touch this all the way.
No, him. Vanilla Ice
You
is
bugging.
classic. It's classic.
You can't touch this way bigger
No,
classic.
it is. But I like Ice Ice Baby. That's the only reason why I even bought that to the Extreme album.
Shit.
You know, at least Hammer got more hits than Vanilla. He had other hits on that album.
Of course.
You know,
Scarface Untouchable is somebody hip
that was a good album.
You know what, Hector? I'm gonna be real. When I first heard that album, I felt it was a weird album for Scarface. Like it, cause when it comes to Scarface, I love like the hardcore
Right.
Scarface, But that album, it's like, of course, the Mary Jane track. It was just like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck?
Right.
Like it was like a more polished. But then years later, I came to appreciate the album a bit more, and I would call it a classic album too.
Yeah.
So, and it has my favorite Scarface song there too. Smile.
Yeah.
But to me, the Last of the Dying Breed, that's that. Woo!
Yeah, that was great. Clutch was good, yo.
At least Hammer had a better gangster rap album than Vanilla Ice.
Oh boy, if you call that a good album,
It's all good.
Pumps in the Bump. Oh god, I just laugh every time I hear that song, yo.
Niggas call that a gangster rap masterpiece and shit.
Really? They call
Yeah,
that
yeah.
a gangster rap masterpiece?
A lot of forums they will praise that. I read a lot of forums praising that album, saying
What?
that's his best lyrical album and shit.
Wow. I
Yeah,
don't say much for his
it's,
lyricism.
it has a cult following, dead ass.
Just like There's a Dark Side. It had a co-following.
Well, there's a dark side with that album. It got more acclaimed by like a lot more. How can I put this? When people praise Funky Headhunter, they praise it because Hammer was actually rapping on that one. There's a dark side. They just praised it because of how weird it was for how Redman it is too.
How my Knicks looking this year, Clutch? Where we going this year? We going to the promised land because I'm liking the pickups that we got. Kemba Walker at point guard is definitely the point guard that we needed. I'm happy about that. I can't wait for the season to start. So my Knicks looking good this year. I never looked at Hammer as a lyricist. I mean, he had his hits.
I never did too.
So I mean, for them to say, Headhunter was his most lyrical, I mean, okay. I didn't see what he said on it that was lyrical, but
Tribe Called Quest is a bad investment. I'm like,
how dare you? That's lyrical to him? He taking shots at Redman and Tribe on that album and stuff?
And Run DMC.
Run DMC, right. Man, we gotta go. We gotta get past the first round this year. This team, if anything, right now, they're a semifinals contender. You know what I'm saying? The only teams you gotta worry about is Milwaukee and Brooklyn. Really. The Sixers, I don't know what they're gonna do. They're probably not gonna have Ben Simmons. I think those two teams in the East we gotta worry about, but we gotta get past the first round this year. Yeah, I know. Doc's the name. I love Doc's the name. That's severely underrated.
Yeah, man. I don't understand why that album is not really up there with Muddy Waters or even what the album to be.
I don't know. And they promoted it, so I don't know.
I mean, it got good reviews. I mean, but at the same time, I just felt like people wanted the Muddy Waters too, and that was a lot more lighthearted, I guess.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Atlanta gonna be there. They good right now, but my team we gotta get past the first round, man. We should have got past the first round last year.
Ronnie said, "Would you consider R. Kelly an underrated producer?" No.
No.
I feel like he got his praise as a producer
Oh yeah.
and a songwriter.
Yes, that's what we wanted. We wanted Randall to get some help. I still feel like we need that superstar. We still need that superstar, but he got a little bit of help this season. So hopefully everybody can stay healthy. With Derrick Rose and R.J. Barrett and Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker, and I think this team could be special. Definitely, I don't see us being no lower than 4. We got to be third or fourth seed in the East. You think Bucks gonna do it? I don't know. The bullseye is gonna be on the Bucks again this year. So we're gonna see. Like now that they got their chip, we're gonna see how they play after getting the chip. Can I Bust? I didn't like that Can I Bust album.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we need that big star. We didn't get that yet. I'm hoping Bradley Beal wants out, or you know, call Anthony Towns or something. We still need that big star. And Fournier is decent. If he could, when he's healthy, he's good. I saw him in the Olympics this past summer, and he was good for France. That's the type of play we want from him for the Knicks.
I was going to ask you something too.
Can I Bust?
I was going to ask you.
Can I Bust would have been a great album if he stayed with the Lost Boys.
Right.
If he didn't go with Wyclef, man.
I was just thinking about that. Ever since we were talking about Lost Boys the other day, and I've been thinking about that all week. Like, damn, man. Like, Cannabis over the Lost Boys production. Oh, my God.
Hey, man, I want to talk about more sports, though. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about more sports. You got NFL season is here.
Hey,
basketball season.
I really don't mind what y'all talking about.
Baseball playoffs, man. I'm loving it right now.
It can be music, sports. We can talk about anything. I'm down.
AEW wrestling. I love it. Mike Club. I didn't hear Mike Club yet. Everybody says Mike Club was a great album.
It's been years since I've heard that album.
I gotta hear Mike Club. I didn't hear that one. Where's BJ? BJ chilling.
Shit, Reg, who you pulling for sports? Well, I don't even watch the sports, but I don't be real with you guys.
Can you talk about farts? What? Farts? Say what? Are you serious?
Well, when I fart, sometimes, my fart, like, it just be smelling like some shit,
Well, I would assume so.
Like, when I eat some eggs and shit, I always fart, Like,
wow.
Like, yeah.
Worst album, The Carters, or oh God, I can't
Hold
even
on. The Everything Is Love joint is fire. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of fire, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I only remember like maybe 2 songs off of that that whole album.
Beyonce was rapping on that fucking album. Like, oh shit.
That don't make it good.
Way better than that fucking artsy Magna Carta Holy Grail shit.
You gonna be missing Giants games on the weekends? Well, hey, the season's still early. We 1-3 right now. Hopefully they can get it together and start winning some games. We got Dallas on Sunday. We must beat Dallas. I can't stand the Cowboys, but we got some tough games coming up. We got Kansas City coming up in the next couple weeks. I think we got the Rams. Is it the Rams? I think we got the Rams coming up. We got some tough games. I got to look at the schedule again, but yeah, we got to start winning some games now. And I don't like both of those Jay-Z. Magna Carta was terrible. I don't like that album at all.
We still gotta talk about Everything Is Love.
That one was a lot better than Magna Carta, but I mean, I had my issues with that album too. Yeah, I gotta hear Mike Club.
Yeah, Rip the Jacket. I remember that being good.
That one, I didn't hear Rip the Jacket. Those two I didn't hear. And then he did an album with Keith Murray. They did like a group together.
Really?
The Under Gods, I think they called.
Cannabis and Keith Murray. That's
yeah.
It's like Keith Murray's more artistically lyrical, and Cannabis is more battle lyrical.
Right.
I've never.
Yeah.
Because everyone always talks about ASAP Rock vocabulary, but Keith Murray's vocabulary be interesting.
Right.
Yeah, I already got something rented on to eat later vinyl.
I mean, if the rookies make it, I think the rookies gotta make an impact in practice first to even get minutes on the court. You know what I'm saying? So if they make a big impact in practice, then yeah, he should play them. Especially, I mean, if you draft a rookie at a high pick, they should get some minutes.
Hector said Rip the Jackal was whack.
It was whack. Oh wow.
Well, because it's been years since I've heard that album, so you never know.
Right. Gotta hear that.
What do you? Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. Okay, what do you think of MC Light's "Bad as I Want to Be" album?
That was good from what I remember of it.
Yeah.
That was good. Is that the one with Keep on Keeping On?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. The Everyday joint.
I didn't care for that.
You didn't like it?
No.
Are you doing a review for that or no?
I was actually planning on a review for it. I don't know when. It's just something that hit me because, to me, it was like a bad boy esque kind of album, like a shiny suit MC
Right,
Light.
because he was working with Puffy and
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri and shit.
But I did like that one track she did with R. Kelly.
Mm.
That was the last track. I think it's called Seat Warmer or some shit
I
like
remember
that.
that, yeah.
That was the best track on the album. Spoiler alert. But
Right.
I got tired of Cold Rock a Party after a while. I rock the party.
Yeah.
I like what are you doing?
Trying to get on radio, that's what they were doing.
Okay, Ronnie, we are not starting this again.
She might be still on drugs, so then what?
Chill. Cause I know years ago, she recently went to rehab years ago.
Was she? She
You know,
clean?
she was depressed about Prince's death.
Is she clean?
I heard she was clean.
Yeah.
Now, what y'all think about Billie Holiday? Let's talk about some jazz. Man.
Billie Holiday? Haven't really heard her music like that.
Oh man, I gotta put you. We got to do some jazz, man. We got to. I might have to take a break from hip hop reviews for a little bit. Let me stop. Now I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna take a break from hip hop. Niggas be like, what?
High school player?
What if I do country reviews, y'all?
Oh wow.
Fucking bluegrass reviews.
Oh lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna review fucking Tim McGraw. I'm gonna have Tim McGraw up in here and be like, "Yo, Tim, I've been a country fan all my life.
Oh man.
I'm gonna review some Nickelback."
Hey, I fuck with Nickelback. That's not country music.
I know. I'm just saying. Watch me review some fucking Wilson Phillips.
Oh lord.
Fucking Tiffany.
Wow. Tiffany, the pop singer?
Yeah.
Oh god, no. One hit.
Watch me review fucking Menuendo.
Menudo, you fucking ain't name.
Menuendo.
Yo.
What the fuck is a Menudo?
At least say they name right.
And if I do hip hop reviews, I'm just gonna fucking review this new hip hop shit, like some trap reviews, or
Oh my god.
I will review some Wish Holy Quad. Or
I will not be on here. I hope y'all know that. I will be in the chat. I will be in the chat with everybody else. I will not be on here for
I'm
that.
like tired of doing these bad reviews, man. Give me some
Wow.
fucking trap artists, yo.
Wow.
Give me some mumble rap.
Some 80s pop one hit wonders can be fun.
hey,
I
hold
am not
on,
listening
hold
to
on.
no Tiffany album.
Some of them 80s pop like that C'est La Vie, that Robbie dude who made C'est La Vie. Some of that nigga was dope.
So the album was dope, or just the one song?
I want to hear that album because
You want to just do like best 80s pop one hit wonders list?
I don't want to do a one hit.
You
I
don't wanna
want to review an album. I'm not going to focus on them being a one hit one.
But that's what they was. So,
No, but you know me, I'm curious.
you're curious, and what if the album's bad? Is it a trash review?
Okay, if it's bad, then I'm gonna say it's a bad album and shit.
Oh
Damn,
my
man.
god. Oh my god.
This is the same motherfucker that review like certain obscure, like niggas always expect me to review the classics or like the Illmatics, Reasonable Doubts and shit. Like nigga, give me a Kiss the Game Goodbye or
What?
give me
What are
a
you talk about? What are you talking about?
No, I don't. It's like everyone always want me to do the known classics, which I've already done all of them in the past and shit like that. But like, give me
If you say Kiss the Game Goodbye is his most known album, so
you know, you're missing my point. I'm just saying you're missing my point.
I know your point. I'm just
Like, hell, give me Above the Law, Living Like Hustlers and shit. Like, what y'all know about that one?
You said C'est la vie. I'm like,
Shit.
what? C'est la vie? The whole album from them?
No, that's the song.
I know the song. I'm talking about the whole album from the guy.
Hell,
You know?
give me Bobby. I'm a Bobby McFerrin and shit.
Was he a one and one to you?
Unfortunately, he was, but he has some other dope shit in the reggae community. The reggae community embraced him, but
You making tacos clutch? What's good, yo? I need a taco right now. Because Reg is this is too much right now.
yeah, I'm gonna fucking review some Ashanti. And stuff.
Ashanti, oh my god.
Now let me stop, cause she's already gonna re-record that fucking album and shit for God knows why.
Hector said, "Can you do Psycho Realm first album?" That was a good album.
You know what? I had the opportunity of getting that album, but it was $30. I was like, hell no.
All these stuff is expensive.
Right.
Nina
That can be a
Simone.
possibility.
Nina Simone.
Yeah.
Favorite Jeffrey Osborne album? I don't have one. I got two of his albums. I don't got another one is a favorite of mine.
I only heard his first album. So I have a favorite Jeffrey Osborne song.
Yeah, me too.
Can you woo woo woo?
Like
Shit.
that
Can
song,
you? I was like, what the fuck is woo woo woo?
the Woo song. Ray J's in the hospital. What do you got? What do you do?
I like how you both said that shit together.
You got
Like,
COVID? What do you got?
he might not have it, but they're gonna say he has it. But
Yeah.
let me not say that before YouTube takes me down and shit.
Oh boy.
You know, I'm gonna stay until 1 o'clock. I'm having a lot of fun right now. Cause I was gonna get off right now, but you know what? I ain't got shit.
He has
Ray J
ammonia.
got pneumonia.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
Jesus!
It's even worse.
They're gonna say it's COVID related. Watch.
Right.
But yeah, big up to Ray J and shit. Hopefully he goes through. Despite what I think of him on some real shit. No, I'm really being serious. I'm really being serious.
Big up to Ray J.
Yo, how come every time I be fucking sentimental, niggas always think I'm joking? Yeah, I was thinking of do you have any Missy Elliott albums though?
COVID is real,
You got any Missy Elliott albums?
Huh?
You got any Missy Elliott albums?
Yes, I have the first three.
Oh, you got Super Duper Fly. I'm
Yes.
jealous.
I got that back in the Columbia House days. I got that.
Oh, excuse me.
The other two I bought. The other two the third one I ran to get that shit the first day it came out. I'm a huge Missy Elliott fan. Like I love all of her stuff.
Hold on. Yeah, I know I have the Missy So Addictive album.
That was great.
Yeah, that's the only Missy Elliott album I have.
That's the
Damn.
one?
I could have sworn I had the second album from that lot, but
You getting a divorce from Princess? I don't watch Love and Hip Hop.
why is that show still on? Like
I have
I'm
no
I'm
idea.
really being serious.
I
Like
have no idea.
why is that franchise still popular? Is that like really keeping VH1's lights on it at
Yep.
night? Like really?
Yep. But they don't show nothing else on there.
Jesus Christ!
Is-
Every
is
time
that-
I watch Love and
is
Hip Hop
that-
Atlanta,
That
Love
and
and
Black
Hip
Ink.
oh, don't even get me started on
Is
Black Ink.
that and Black Ink? That's what people watch on there.
Give me a Love and Hip Hop Africa. Give me that. Like, no, I'm for real. If y'all talk about all these low, give me a Love and Hip Hop Africa. Give me a Love and Hip Hop Egypt or some shit like that. You know, give me a Love and Hip Hop Madagascar.
They ain't got the money for that.
Oh, but they have the money. They have the money for all this stupid shit.
Yep.
Hell, all this shit could probably put Ray J in the hospital and shit. Low
And
key.
all you get is Love and Hip Hop in New York and Miami and LA.
Shit, I'm not even gonna say fuck all that shit because niggas gonna say, oh, I said fuck Miami and shit. It's gonna be a whole southern hip
A
hop.
lot of a lot of women watch that shit, and the guys too.
Man, guys be asking all the time, yo, you watch that Love and Hip Hop? Like, nigga, do I look like I watch Love and Hip Hop, nigga?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm still gonna watch that Rap City shit.
It happened already. I didn't watch it though.
Yeah,
I
I got
just saw
that shit
like the
recorded.
highlights. Like Fat Joe was there and Young Jeezy.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, low key, if they do bring this shit back, bring some legit MCs. Like, don't be having no mumble rappers in the fucking booth and shit. Like,
Right.
don't be giving the same mic to Lou. Don't giving Lou and Mike the same mic Jay Z raps and 03 and shit. Like,
Right.
Big Boy and Sleepy Brown, the Big Sleepover albums coming out on Sunday. Okay,
Hopefully that's a good album.
I heard about that. They were working on some shit.
Yeah. Hey, Big Boy don't drop nothing whack, so I think it'll be good.
You think Andre's gonna pop up in that album?
You never know. Might be a surprise guest or something. You know. You never know. Andre did a track on so Lucius.
Yes, he did.
So you never know. He might produce a track on there or have like a surprise verse. Is that supposed to be one time special? Why they bring it back then? Why? Why? And that's all they had on there was Fat Joe and Jeezy. They should have had more guests for one time special.
They're gonna say it right now, but then watch them bring it back. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I still gotta watch that video. So we do too.
Yeah, that was good. You gonna like that one?
Did they show music videos or was it just an interview?
The whole set don't even look like it's finished.
What?
It don't look. It's like the set look like they just rushed to put it together. Like they got like a backdrop with video sold. It don't look. The set don't look finished. It looked like they just rushed to record everything. But he had guests there. He had Ryan Devon was on one episode. He had Teddy Riley. He had Sammy. Remember Sammy?
Yeah.
He had Sammy. What's his name?
Komori.
Yeah, Kumo D was there. He had Isaac Hayes Jr. What's that producer? That big fat producer from down south. Forgot his name.
Jazzy Faye.
Jazzy Faye. Yeah, Jazzy Faye was there because Jazzy Faye coming out with his own album, his own like solo album.
I like how you both thought of that motherfucker.
Yeah, Jazzy Faye, the big fat producer. It's not Khaled, you know. He had a lot of guests, you know, come through for different episodes. So he had Q from 112, because he's doing like his own solo thing, and he's doing something else. He got something else he's doing for kids or whatever. And Cruzette Michelle showed up on that one.
Oh god.
Yeah, so he had like people call in, and Mike Epps called in a couple times. He had Sean Stockman from Boyz II Men call in. It was good. I like that. You know, I know they could easily show the videos again. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but I like the fact that it reminded me of the old video soul. Rap City, I don't know if they're gonna bring it back. If they bring it back, they gotta, you know, Tika was in the booth freestyling. So if you're gonna bring on these trap and mumble rappers, they're gonna have to spit. And if they can't freestyle, it make no sense to bring it back if they're not freestyling.
Exactly. That's funny.
Even Spotted hanging out. Hey, I would love an Outkast reunion. Fuji's reunited. It's time for Outkast to do the same.
I'm so surprised about that.
Right? I ain't hear nothing. No. I ain't hear nothing about that since they got back together. I ain't hear no drama or nothing. So
La la la.
you know, can we get a new Fuji's album
I don't know about that though.
or EP at least? That would be great. I know Outkast still got it in them, man. That would be great if they come back. They could mumble in the booth, but who gonna understand them? It's not the same if Tig is going. Your host of the show is going first freestyling, and then when we hear some little yachty or whatever the fuck, and we don't understand the damn thing he's saying. So yeah, so the host is out freestyling the actual guests. This would never happen back in the day.
Never.
You could never out freestyle Ghostface Killer and be the host of Rap City. That would never happen.
Mm. Oh no. Shout out to that nigga AJ.
Huh?
I said shout out to AJ.
AJ?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to AJ. Where he been?
Well, he got a new job.
Oh. Shout out to Rock Lady, yo. Shout out to Mickey.
Oh yeah, Rock Lady.
I enjoyed her new check out her new pickups video on her channel.
Yeah, I've been watching that. I'm not done watching it yet.
But she basically showed like a lot of stuff that when she was on here, she showed a lot of her pickups from that.
Facts.
And the David Bowie stuff was awesome, man.
With Clark, it's got
Your least favorite class was physical education?
And I love PE.
Wow, that's the easiest to me. Better TV show character, Tommy or Cole? Cole was hilarious.
Shit.
Cole was funny.
I'm gonna go with Tommy.
Tommy, I used to love the jokes that Martin used to crack on his bald head.
Hilarious. Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Oh man. Tommy was Martin and Tommy was a funny man. Your favorite class was band and history. You play an instrument?
I played. I was in band too.
What did you play?
Clarinet.
Oh wow. I only played guitar and I played the flute. The flute I did for only like freshman year, like for my music class, and then I took guitar lessons when I was younger though, because I wanted to play guitar. You know, I wanted to play drums, and my mom was like, "It's too noisy." So just by watching Prince play the guitar, I was like, I want to do what Prince is doing, and I took guitar lessons when I was like 8, 9 years old. You know what I mean? So I played the acoustic guitar.
Ooh.
You know, I wanted the electric guitar though. Again, if it was too noisy, I had to settle for like the pop guitar, not the rock and roll guitar. I had to settle for the pop guitar.
Mama like, you making folk music and shit.
Right. Who you think you was, CeeLo?
You gonna be
You-
gone until November.
Right?
Gone
You
until November.
Wyclef? What's going on here? You ain't gonna be Eddie Van Halen in my house,
Shit, you ain't gonna be no Lenny Kravitz over
right?
there, bitch.
Right? You gonna be Wyclef.
Don't be no Lenny Kravitz of this bitch.
Yo, that shit was funny.
I'll be gone until November. I'll be gone until November.
Your favorite school was PE. Yeah, I never played basketball. I played baseball and football. I never played basketball. Clarinet, I never played that. Clarinet.
Niggas be like Squidward and shit.
Yeah. Yep, I wanted to play the guitar, man. Make noise in the house and wake up my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really get a chance to play the drums until I got Rock Band. When I started playing the Rock Band game, I started banging on the drum pads and shit.
Yeah, we
Like I was Tommy Lee. Like Tommy Lee ain't fucking with me in this shit. You know? Oh man.
I love dodgeball.
Dodgeball was good. That was good.
I'll kill
That was
anybody.
that was like, but see, I like playing handball. Handball was even better. Dodgeball is like you just got to like dodge getting hit. Your older sister took guitar lessons? Or
I be getting motherfuckers. I'll be hitting them in the head and shit.
mm-hmm. You ever played a game called Suicide?
What's that again?
That's like when you take like the same ball you would play with for handball. You take like a handball and throw it against like a wall, and every time you catch it, you get 10 points, and the first one to get 100 points wins the game. But if you miss the ball, you got to run to the wall, and somebody has to take the ball and try to hit you with it before you get to the wall and say suicide. You gotta say suicide and get to the wall before the ball hits you. So it's just like playing dodgeball and playing like a game of catch all in one.
I never played that.
You never played that? Yeah, I was great at that game. That was a great game. And you can have like as many people as you want. Like sometimes it'd be like 30, 40 kids in the schoolyard playing, trying to all catch one ball.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I stay in the front. 'Cause I'm like, yo, the backers was like for the taller people, cause they catching the ball easily. If you like 5'11", 6 feet in the front, I'm staying in the front so I could like yank the ball from a lot of them cats. Yeah, dodgeball was good. Dodgeball we played. Handball was like a street thing. Like stickball was a street thing here. Like if you wasn't if you didn't have a lot of money to buy like a baseball bat and like a baseball, we would play baseball in the streets. It'd be stickball. So you just find like a big ass tree branch and use a tennis ball, one of them like Wilson bright green tennis balls from back in the day, and then you play stickball in the street. And then they end up making leagues out of that. They made like New York City stickball leagues where it's like you win. I'm serious. You win trophies in the summertime for being in the stickball league.
Stickball.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing.
Really?
Huh? Yeah, it's a real thing here. We play stickball in the street. But I mean, of course, you gotta watch out for the cars coming and shit. But like they would make the bases in the street, the same bases, huh?
So kickball is not a sport, but stickball is.
I mean, well, kickball is a sport for girls. I never played kickball.
Girls.
Yeah, against girls, I play kickball over here.
Nigga, I play kickball whenever niggas play kickball.
I never play kickball. If I'm kickball to me is soccer. I'm playing soccer. I'm not playing kickball.
Nigga, ain't soccer. It's competitive.
No, I'm playing soccer. If I'm kicking the ball, that's soccer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, like I watch soccer, so it's like if the ball's on the ground and you kicking it, that's soccer to me.
Stickball league, but we don't have no.
Yeah, they have a stickball league here. They have in the Bronx. They have the stickball league in the
crazy.
summertime. Yeah, they serious about the stickball here. They give out trophies and all that. You know. I mean, it was just another thing to keep the kids off the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
there's still all the streets playing stickball. What are you talking?
To keep them off the streets, off the corners, and they're playing there. I know it's in the street, but the thing is, when you in the stickball league, they block off the streets, so there's no cars coming. It's just you and your team, and it's like an official game, and like they have rankings, they have the standings, and if they have the championship game, and if you win, they give you the trophy.
So what do they do? Like play golf? They just use rocks to play golf with, or what?
We don't have rock ball. There's no rock golf. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure somebody in the hood will make that shit up if you haven't already. I didn't play golf. I wasn't into golf.
Holy shit.
It's too boring for me. Even with Tiger Woods in that sport, I still ain't watch it.
Fucking Tiger Woods over dramatic, over excited.
Yeah. It's not enough for me to play it.
Oh shit.
You know. You know. Yeah, Bronx still has stickball, right? Yeah, it's in the Bronx. That's a New York City sport.
Oh my
You know?
god!
Yeah.
Like this is
Because you know what it is. Like, see, I played baseball, so it was like a lot of times if we're like practicing in the summertime or the springtime on the block, I didn't want to hit nobody's car or their window. And a lot of times that happened anyway. If I'm using like the tennis ball, there'd be a lot of times when the ball would hit like the neighbor's window or like their car door. You know what I'm saying? So I can't use a real baseball on the block. But when you use a tennis ball or like the blue handball, it's a lot less hard. So you can play stickball in the street, and it just turned out to be like a big sport for like the kids in the hood that they couldn't afford to get like a Louisville Slugger bat or like one of them aluminum bats to play. They would just use a stick and like to find a stick and use it, and then like a tennis ball.
Right.
They got a documentary about stickball. I didn't even know that.
Oh my. Well, y'all killing me with this stickball shit. Like,
You from the south? Y'all wouldn't know about that. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all got green fucking grass on your sidewalk and shit.
grass on the sidewalk.
Yes. Don't you have like a driveway with grass?
I mean, I do. But
Yeah. We don't have that over here.
where I grew up, I didn't really have a lot of grass where I grew up. Like,
Oh.
I mean, I had grass, but not like on the sidewalk. Like,
Yeah, we don't got that in the five boroughs. We don't got that. Like Long Island and the suburbs got that shit. But when you in the Bronx or Brooklyn, we ain't got grass on our sidewalks. We have some
I gotta say
residential
that
blocks. So, huh?
kickball is not a professional sport.
It might be. I mean, I never looked it up. It might be though.
Shit.
Yeah, we have concrete. Exactly. We got concrete sidewalks. We ain't got grass on our shit. There's no lawn out there. I got a backyard. I got a backyard that we had the lawn and we took up the lawn to put like the backyard furniture, but we ain't got no green on our lawn.
I would have been like the Michael Jordan of kickball, man. I would have been
You still
like,
talking about kickball? Well, then
Yeah,
you would be
but-
good at soccer. Then you
y'all
watch
talking
soccer.
about stickball and shit. Like,
You watch soccer?
well, when my grandpa was alive, I used to watch with him sometimes.
You used to watch soccer, like World Cup and all that. You would be good at soccer then because it's like soccer.
Just because I'm African.
No, I'm talking about because of the game kickball. You fucking with me, I know.
I'm joking with y'all.
Kickball is the same as soccer. It's just that it's hood. It's the hood version of soccer. Cause you're not using no bat for it, right? You're just using your feet,
Yeah, we're just using our feet.
right? And you got a goal. You got a goal to kick it in, right?
No.
There's no goal.
We play kickball like baseball, pretty much. That's the thing.
So y'all are playing kickball and you got to try to hit a home run with your foot.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That
I know I didn't play that.
what kickball were you thinking about?
I thought you was talking about like ghetto soccer, like you have a goal that you have to kick it in. Oh, so
No.
y'all playing baseball with your foot.
Yeah, we call it kickball.
Wow, I definitely didn't
That's
play
why I've
that.
been confused. Like what?
I didn't play that. Yeah, Rhino said kickball is like baseball. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. That's why I would have been like I would have been like.
All right, so if you get so if you're kicking it and you get an RBI, that's a base hit.
What's the RBI?
You don't watch baseball too.
I don't watch baseball
How are you playing kickball and you don't watch baseball?
because kickball and baseball is the difference.
It's the same shit. Kickball is baseball. But you're playing it with your foot.
Okay. Hockey and soccer, you're gonna go to a goal. Would you call that the same thing?
That's different. Hockey's on ice.
Exactly.
Hockey's on ice. Yeah, but the parameters of the sport is the same thing for baseball though.
Parameters.
If you play kickball, right? When you ever hit the ball in the air and somebody caught it, that's an out.
Yes.
Like baseball, that's a fly ball out.
Okay. But if you're playing hockey, now you get this. If you're playing hockey and you kick it, not in the goal, but you kick it outside the goal, would you consider that an out, just like you're playing soccer?
Hockey?
Yes.
You can't kick the goal. You can't kick the puck in hockey.
Okay, hit the puck. If
you hit the puck into the goal,
no, if you do it like outside the goal, like they say the goal, like you know how you actually not scratch that. Tennis and ping pong. Let's say tennis and ping pong. Like you know how you hit it and then it goes like
it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, out of bounds.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So you hit it, and so if it goes out of bounds, it's still a hit.
You talking about tennis or you talking about ping pong?
I'm talking about kickball.
Like if you kick it and it goes out of bounds and stuff like that, it's out. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but y'all don't use like gloves or anything to catch it. Y'all just use your bare hands.
Hell no, we use our fucking hands.
Oh, okay. So how do you make a home run hitting a kickball? How do you make a home run?
Man, I got stories to tell you right now.
You can kick that high in the sky, then it goes over a fence.
I got stories. I kicked over the fence one time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Then, like I said, you will be good at soccer because that's what they do in soccer.
Yeah,
You'll be good at soccer.
I used to play soccer when I was little, but I was like a soccer fan and shit. Like I wasn't
Right.
that good with my feet up beside kickball and shit. I just like kicking shit.
Okay.
I
never played
I used to do
kickball.
karate. I used to do karate too. I just like kicking.
You did
shit.
karate too?
Yeah, I did karate.
How
Yeah.
many times I said I did karate? I didn't hear you say that you did karate.
This is the first time I'm saying I did karate.
Oh, so you just it's just now coming back to you like, oh yeah, I did karate too.
I mean, I've always thought about it, but I just never thought it was appropriate for me to say I did karate whenever I felt like
Why
it was
not?
appropriate. You know.
Why not? Why is
Yeah,
that appropriate?
what am I do? Review Kanye West? Say, hey, I did karate one time and shit. Like,
I said many times I did karate on here. So,
where do you say you did karate?
I said many times on here that I did karate.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you wasn't paying attention. I'm pretty sure Sam could tell you
I
the
must have been
episode
high
that I
as
said.
fuck.
Sam knows all the episodes we did. I'm pretty sure Sam could tell you when I said that I did karate when I was younger.
Yeah, I must have been high as fuck.
Oh man. Did I play Skelly? No, I didn't play Skelly.
What
I
the
didn't play
fuck
that.
is all these games like skill?
They're hood games. You never heard of Skelly and Hot Peas and Butter? You never heard of those games?
Boy, you making me. I'm already hungry right now. You're not helping my situation. I'm already. hungry.
stupid.
Talking about hot peas and butter. Like, I'm already fucking.
Those are actual. You know hopscotch? Those are actual hood games.
Yes, I know hopscotch. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, those are actual hood games.
Yeah, I play hopscotch and shit.
Okay, yeah, Skelly is a hood game.
Okay.
Hot Peas and Butter is a hood
What
game.
do I do with Skelly? Like,
I forgot. It's a hood game though. These are hood games. Like there's a game, and it might be the same thing. The game where you have like the little jacks, and you got like the marble balls, and
I
yeah.
played that.
Okay, there's a name for that one. I don't know, but that's what we played.
We
played
just
that
call
shit.
it marbles.
No, we didn't call them marbles.
We just call it play marbles and shit.
It's a special name. It's a special name for it though.
Yeah, I used to
You know
shoot
what I
dice.
Yes, we did CeeLo. That's
Yeah, I
what we
did
call it,
that.
right.
I used to do that. I almost got my ass beat one time. Shit.
Yo,
Niggas almost got jumped and shit.
buggy.
But they didn't jump me. Nigga threw his whole book back. Like, nah, nigga, you don't give my fucking money. Oh, yo, hold on. Y'all fucking hustle me. Hold on.
Did you play tag? You play tag?
Hell yeah, I play
Okay.
tag. I play hide and seek.
Okay.
I play doctor.
You played everything. You played house?
Hell yeah. I was always the daddy and shit.
Yeah,
Hell
jacks.
yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, jacks. The jacks. Yeah, the jacks with the little like marbles or whatever. That's what we played in the street. Some good old 7-Eleven. I don't remember that one.
Well, I thought you said 9/11. I was like, okay, now y'all going too far.
9/11. We talked about that on the Dipset episode, the 9/11 game.
I was like, y'all got a game called 9/11. Now I know
Yeah.
that's some New York shit.
That's a real game, the 9/11 game.
What the fuck?
The electronic game I was talking about on the Dipset episode.
Oh,
Yeah. That game is real. Right? Not the shit. There's no hood game called 9/11.
I was about to say, all I saw was Flash 11. I was
Yeah.
like, oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's scary now. It's scary. When you see that slash, you think 9/11. They wasn't using that before. It's a shooting dice game. I never played that one.
Yeah, what if niggas had a club called 9/11? Like,
Good luck. Good luck trying to get people in there.
they gonna play all Jay-Z Blueprint songs.
Double Dutch, yeah. The girls played Double Dutch. They would do that. You ever played Hood All-Star Dunk Contest?
What the fuck? Like,
Again, when niggas could not afford a real NBA backboard and rim from Modell's, we would use the milk crates, and we just
Yeah.
open up the bottom of the milk crate and then hang it up on the fence, and then we would take like the regular size NBA ball, or sometimes when they used to have like the mini NBA balls with the teams on it, we would use that and do our own ghetto dunk contest.
I used to do something like that.
Yeah, that was fun.
I didn't use a milk crate though.
I thought I was Spud Webb in that motherfucker. I thought I was ghetto Spud Webb in that motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Like Spud Webb ain't got the dunks that I got. I'm chewing bubble gum and dunking at the same time. Do that, Spud Webb.
Weak.
That shit was fun, man. That's when the dunk contest was fun. You know.
What was that? There was one other game I used to play.
Yeah, I play pool.
Oh, I know about pool. Y'all
Pool
can
is
see
good.
me on pool and shit.
Pool's good. And bowling. Bowling is my sport.
I love bowling.
I love bowling.
I was
Definitely.
just bowling with Shamar.
Yeah. and it's in my blood. Like my deadbeat dad was like great at bowling. He won awards and shit.
Oh wow.
And I never even watched the sport. I remember just like going one time to play it, and it just became natural to me.
The sport is watching the sport is boring.
Yeah, it's better to play the sport than watching it. I can't watch bowling.
Right, niggas be like, I can't watch golf either. I be going to sleep on that shit. Like,
Yeah, I can't watch golf.
I only watch golf whenever I see Tiger Woods because his extra ass always keeps me entertained and shit. Like,
I didn't watch it when he was there. I didn't watch it. You know. Did I play Street Craps? Nah, I never played that.
craps.
Pogs? What's Pogs?
Pause.
I heard that name before. Rhino said his mom was an awesome bowler. Yeah, my mom can't bowl, but I definitely got that in my blood. I know I picked that shit up because I never fucked with that sport in my life.
Four squares. No. Four corners. That was the game. Y'all played that?
What's that? Four corners.
Oh man, that's like when you're in a room and you like, let's just say you're like in a square room, and let's just say you have corner 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you have somebody in the middle. They close their eyes, and somebody says corner 1. Whoever's in corner 1's out and shit.
Just like that?
Yeah,
It don't matter who's there.
it don't matter who's it is out.
So when? How does the game end?
Whoever's the last man standing wins.
So you can just call out any number and end they out.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
Dude, it was a fun game.
It don't sound like fun to me.
Man, y'all had y'all stickball leagues and shit. Let us have our 4 quarters and shit.
4 corners. And what square room are you in? Because what square room you have to be
it's
in?
not this like a you know what is that 4-sided like a what's that name that 4-sided polygon whatever
A rectangle?
Rectangle.
Okay. Oh man.
I had a name, but you know what I mean. It's like yeah.
No, I never did fencing, but the school I went to for karate, they had fencing classes. I wasn't into fencing though.
And they had like that little sword thing.
Yeah, with the mask. They have that in the Olympics.
And then when you say "I'm God."
Yeah, that's dangerous. Cause they use real swords. They ain't no play shit.
Hey, would you ever bullfight?
No, I would run from the bull. I'd Olay, give them the little Olay, and then I'm running. I'm running to the safest place. They do that shit in Spain for a sport. Like I seen Spike Lee over there doing that shit. I'm like, his little ass. And I met Spike Lee. Spike Lee was doing that. He was over there doing it. Yeah, he was over, and I met him in person. And he's really short, and I'm like, Spike Lee short ass is running with bulls. Why? That's not the way you want to die. You know what I'm saying?
He's doing the right thing. Shit.
Yeah, that's a sport out there in Spain. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. I'm good.
Yeah,
Milk caps with the slammers is park. I never played that. What is the slammers?
What are y'all even talking about? That one?
We talking about ghetto games. Arts
Did
and
y'all
crafts.
ever play rock paper scissors? Like
Yes, but this was games before the game systems actually came out and shit. This was games by people, kids were playing. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you, man.
I never played darts, but darts. I played darts online. I didn't play darts like at a club or nothing.
I love playing darts.
Fights and paper football. Paper football I played. Pencil fights, yeah.
Pencil fights. Now y'all stabbing motherfuckers now.
No, that was fun.
No, for real. I got a call that night because I'm about to eat something and shit. Because y'all talking about cheese and butter and shit. Like,
They mentioned it on the Crooklyn song, the Crooklyn Dodgers, #1. Buckshot mentioned it. That's what kids were playing in the neighborhood.
True.
You know?
Yeah, man. I'm from the South, man. We didn't play that shit.
Obviously, y'all had different games out there.
We had different.
4 corners.
Yes. Red light. Did y'all even play red light?
Yes,
light?
we played that. Yes.
Okay.
All
right.
Yes.
All right.
That was fun. We played that.
Red light, green light.
Yeah.
Turns out I like to say yellow light just to fuck with people.
Then what they do? Cause they in between there. You say yellow light.
They just walk.
They just walk.
Yeah.
until you say red, and then it's a wrap.
Right.
You
And I'll
know,
be like, grr,
right?
grr.
And then you catch them. You catch them still moving.
Oh shit. But anyway, this has been a fun breakdown and
Yeah.
shit. So next week, oh well, Sunday of course is the Rage Against the Machine Evil Empire. I really cannot wait to talk about that one. Um, I said Shaquille O'Neal breakdown is next
Yes.
week.
Yeah. Duck Goose. I played that. Red Rover. I don't know that one.
I played Duck Duck Goose.
You played that? What's
Yeah,
Red Rover?
I've heard of that one.
I never played that one. That sounds dangerous.
We can talk about Layla's Wisdom next week if you want.
Okay.
All right, yeah, and that's all I got planned for right now. Cause yeah, that's all I got planned for right now. Cause I might have a little risen move. I might have an idea I'm working on, but
Right.
yeah, man. You got anything planned for next week?
Yes. We got. Stay tuned. I got like some Halloween horror movie reviews coming up.
Ooh,
We got Candyman. We're gonna do the Candyman reboot first, and then some other ones. The Crow we're gonna have, and I got some other stuff planned, and some horrorcore stuff as well. So stay tuned for that.
okay. I
Laser tag I
definitely
played. I played laser tag and I played Photon. For anybody that remember Photon from the 80s.
I heard about
You
that.
remember Photon? They had a TV show with Photon and laser tag.
Okay.
Yeah. But we couldn't play that on the block. We had to go to the park for that one.
Hey,
Yeah.
shit. Sometimes I like to go play hide and go fuck and shit.
What is that? Yeah, you stupid. Wow.
Shit, shit. But also real shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've done some crazy shit at
I
a
already
kid's
know.
park
I
that,
already know.
like, not even when I was a kid. That's all I
Mm.
gotta say.
Wow.
Like,
I wish they did bring back laser tag and Photon. Those were fun as a kid.
we have laser tag
You
here.
got laser tag?
Yeah, I was just playing laser tag last week for Shamar. Like,
Oh
we went to
shit. They ain't got that. They used to have that in New York. They got rid of it.
really?
Yeah. Like I want to say like early 2000s they got rid of it.
Wow. Was it because of 9/11 or?
I have no idea. I don't know. They
I-
used to have it here and they got rid
really
of it.
serious because
I
shit.
don't know.
Yeah, man. But yeah. Any other games like we play? Any other games like y'all play or?
It's everything. Everybody that said something like most of the games I know, except some of them are like Red Rover. I don't know. Or if we played it, we had a different name for it up here. But yeah, we like that was back like when being a kid was fun. Like we didn't have no internet, no social media. It was just you go
Right.
outside and play in the summertime. I couldn't wait for the summer to come. Like I had fun. Skateboarding. I did that. Bike riding. I did that. You know what I'm saying? And we just have fun, and we wouldn't come in until like damn near 9 p.m. You know what I'm saying? And then we wake up the next day and do it all over again, and that was fun times for us. And then the video game systems and social media ruined it for kids.
Right, and the coronavirus ruined it forever.
Exactly right. Can you imagine being a kid now during this pandemic? It's crazy.
That's crazy and shit.
You know?
Shit, wearing a mask, going
Yeah.
out to eat.
I don't even want to wear a mask as an adult. So imagine me being like 5, 6 years old trying to play outside in the summertime wearing a mask. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that shit.
Fuck
You
that.
know what I mean?
Other than that, yeah, this has been real as fuck. Appreciate this, bro, as always, and stuff
No
like
doubt.
that. Make sure y'all check out that Black Flag Discography.
Yeah.
And I will see y'all later. Peace.
Peace out.
Goose.